Hi friends, today I'm going to talk to you about an important thing that we Christians should follow. Once a man of God was telling me this. He was a very rich businessman and he was once traveling from Singapore to China. On the way from Singapore to China, due to his business, he was traveling in first class. And while he was traveling in first class, there was a man sitting near him. This man, the sitting man who was there, was a Chinese, but he was a very annoying person. This man of God, when he looked at that man, he thought, why is this man sitting in first class? He looks so, illiterate. He doesn't have the mannerisms, the etiquette to travel in first class. The way he drank his tea, the way he folded his napkins, the way he was sitting, the way he was walking around, everything annoyed this person. But then the other neighbor, he also couldn't converse much in English, so they didn't talk to each other much. Anyway, at the end of the journey, this man was curious, this man of God was curious to know who the other person was. So he introduced himself and said, I am so and so, I am traveling to China on business. So I want to know who you are. I want to develop an acquaintance with you. And he expected an answer from the other person. But the other person, instead of answering him, just took a visiting card and showed it to him. When this man of God saw the visiting card, he was taken aback. He was so surprised because this neighbor who was traveling all along with him in first class was one of the richest men in China, the top gold merchant in China. And this man of God was so surprised. He was saying, oh my God, I wasted so much of time. I could have chatted with him so much. I would have talked with him so much. I judged him by the appearance and I thought he must have been traveling in first class and on offer or something like that. This is the way we judge in our spiritual life also. Everywhere we go, we see people all around us. And in the Christian spiritual sense, we think dressing up in a certain way, talking in a certain way, walking in a certain way, all these are important things we think. But what does the Bible say? In 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 7, the Lord says, man looks at the face, at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart. God looks at the heart, my beloved friends. If God hadn't looked at the heart, if Jesus had considered appearance as important, He would not have talked to the Samaritan woman. He would not have blessed the Canaanite woman. He would not have delivered the sinful woman. Jesus never looked at the appearance. The Bible also goes on to say, Jesus told His disciples in John chapter 7 verse 24, do not judge by appearance, but judge righteously. And in Matthew 7, 1 and 2, He said, do not judge at all, because the way you are judged, you are going to be judged. It is not our work to judge other brothers and sisters in Christ. It is the work of God. So never ever consider someone as spiritual or not spiritual based on their behaviorisms, based on their appearances. It is the heart that matters. Even I have been surprised many times because of the way that people look. But when I talk to them, when I converse with them, when I spend some time with them, I'll be surprised with the level of spiritual maturity they have. So adopt this measure in your life today. We lack this very much in our Christian world. Especially nowadays, it has become a trend. If you don't like somebody, you judge them, you condemn them, you publicize everything, and it goes on and on and on. That vicious cycle should be stopped. God does not judge by appearance. So if you are going to follow God, if you are a true follower of Christ, you will not judge by appearance. You will leave that work to God. God bless you.